Hey, I'm Grimgrindle and welcome to Vlogcast number 11. Now, the main reason I'm doing this vlogcast is because this week is a little bit shallow on content, or at least it is for the first few days, or at least it would be if not for this vlogcast. You may have noticed that we had no video go up on Monday, and well, this vlogcast for Tuesday, today, is being recorded kind of at the last minute. The main reason for this is that Thursday's video is rather edit heavy, and research heavy, and well, I suppose recording heavy as well. It's just in general rather weighty, and so it's kind of been taking up most of my time. In fact, so much so that after recording this, I'm going to go straight back to doing it, and the only reason that I'm recording this vlogcast now is because the editing computer we use is currently importing more files for Thursday's video. So while it's currently busying itself with that, I figured I might as well jump on the mic and record a quick vlogcast, and that way you'll have something to listen to today. So firstly, let's start off with a quick channel update, and then we'll move on to pop culture, because even though this video is last minute, I always have something to talk about in regards to pop culture. As you may have seen on Saturday, we uploaded 2 Christmas videos, which was a review of Santa Claus Conquers the Martians, and one of Grin's reviews of the Atari 2600 game Stay Frosty 2. Which is, as you may well point out, a rather strange thing to upload at the end of April. The reason that we did this is because on Friday we uploaded the last episode of Witch v Witch, and so I went to make the playlist for it, and in doing so had a look at some of the other playlists and realised that quite a few of our playlists are kind of out of date. So while I was updating those, I realised that Grin Review's playlist was entirely missing Season 2 Episode 12, which is the final episode of Season 2, which is because it's the Christmas episode, and being the Christmas episode, it's only uploaded as part of the Christmas special. But if your only interest in Channel Grim and Grin is Grin's Atari 2600 reviews, you don't necessarily want to sit through the entire Christmas special, so now we've just uploaded that video segment alone and put it in the Grin Reviews playlist, and that way if you're only interested in Grin Reviews and you're watching through the playlist, you can see the Grin Reviews Christmas special all on its own in the order that it was made. And in further channel news, just as last year, we will indeed be doing Star Wars Month again starting May the 4th. I won't talk too much about that, and Grin will give a little bit more information in Thursday's video. Tomorrow's video will be My Dear Delilah episode 21 or 22, one of the 20s, which will be the last episode of My Dear Delilah until June. This is because we've now entirely run out of episodes. The episode going up tomorrow is the last one we've made so far, and so we're going to take advantage of Star Wars Month to actually make new episodes, so when June begins, it will be able to return once again as a once-weekly thing. So consider this as a mid-season break of sorts. And now over into pop culture. But first, the game being played in the background is still Yooka-Laylee, which I'm still enjoying thoroughly, even if I haven't actually played it much recently, because I've been working on Thursday's video. But if you're a fan of the first 2 Banjo-Kazooie games, it's definitely worth checking out. Moving on. As you might be aware from my initial reaction video, I recently saw Guardians of the Galaxy, which means I was recently exposed to trailers for movies, which I usually try to avoid, but when it's on a giant screen in front of you that takes up all of your vision, it's sort of hard not to look. So I'm basically going to just very briefly talk about the trailers that I saw and what I thought of them. First up, the Mummy trailer. It's the second trailer for the Mummy that I saw. I did watch the actual first trailer that came out when it was on YouTube, because I didn't really have any expectations or hope for the movie anyway, but admittedly, the second trailer's actually got me a little excited. It looks considerably better than the first trailer made it look, so I'll probably go to see it and I'll hold my judgment until then. Although there were a few scenes in the trailer that looked a little bit too much like Suicide Squad, so hopefully it doesn't go in that direction. Second up, the new Pirates of the Caribbean. This was weird and kind of awkward, and I'm not really sure what they were trying to do for this one. It had a guy that introduced a scene with a little bit of a monologue, and then the scene was just a random scene from the movie. It looked like it wasn't really done. I mean, hopefully the graphics weren't as it will be, and also the editing seemed a bit sloppy, and, well, everyone just kind of watched this 3-minute segment, and there were no laughs in the entire cinema, even though that everyone in the movie theatre had gone to see a comedy, so, you know, they should be in the mood to laugh. Hopefully the scene will actually be more impactful when it's in the movie, where it's supposed to be, and we actually have some context in connection to the characters or whatever, but as it was kind of a bizarre attempt to get people to watch a movie. I mean, trailers are tried and true, stick to trailers, don't just select a random scene from your film. Of all the films they showed before the movie, this is the one that I'm least likely to see in the cinema. I really loved the first 3 Pirates of the Caribbean, but I thought the 4th one was just utter garbage, so I might just wait until it comes on TV. And now moving on to the 2 films that surprised me. Firstly, Valerian and the City of 1,000 Planets. I've never heard of this movie. Apparently it's based on an old French comic from the 60s or something, but it looks absolutely fantastic. It's bright, it's colourful, and it's sci-fi, so it has me hooked. And then finally, Baywatch. That's right, Baywatch. Apparently they're making a Baywatch movie, and when it first came up on the screen, I think everyone in the entire cinema collectively groaned. I mean, the list of things that don't need a multi-million-dollar movie reboot is pretty long, but I think most of us can agree that Baywatch is probably on that list. However, the trailer had us all in stitches. It was self-referential, completely over the top, and utterly hilarious. So if it can make an old cynic like me laugh, it's probably worth a watch. Or even maybe a Baywatch. And with that terrible pun, I think I'm done for the day. So as always, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this vlogcast, even if it was kind of last minute and kind of rushed. And until next time, as always, I have been and still am Grim Grindle. Oh, and by the way, if you're looking for something else to watch after this video finishes, you should consider checking out our playlists. Did I mention they're now up to date? I think I did.